Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Felix, and I am Michael Buckoff, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the TOEFL online course, the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. So you sent me it looks like an email just as a follow-up to something that you've already, we've been conversing over the last few days. You say, do you rate my speaking or my writings when I do your practice test? Yes, and that is included in your cost of your subscription, which is $38 a month. And your question is, how long will I receive a score from the Raiders? You know, it's typically, I have a teaching assistant who typically grades all of the independent and integrated writing practice tests that you submit. And usually it takes him anywhere from 1 to 3 days to get the practice test scored. What happens is you complete a practice test and send me an email, and then if I'm not going to grade it, I'll send it to him, and then he grades it and then sends you a link to get the score. So that's kind of how that works. Speaking, I'm in charge of grading all the speaking, and here's how it kind of works. Is I actually have a Voxy Pop discussion group. It looks exactly like this. And as of today, let's go back to my first page. I usually do it in about 24 hours. In some cases, it may take me 48 hours if I'm really busy at home or something. But here's how it kind of works. I had a student over the last day or so. I've had about 6 or 7 speaking practice tests completed over at my Voxy Pop discussion group. And here's what I'll do is, first of all, I will actually listen to the speaking practice test first. Here.
2 books that I would like to compare are one for my child.
So I listen to it, and then I go ahead and comment. But as I listen to it, of course, I have to go to the IBT rubrics that the TOEFL uses. I've kind of written them in a little easier to understand manner. And I use the rubrics to actually give your independent and integrated speaking practice test a score, right? So then once I listen to it, then I will comment on it.
Yeah, hi there, Narelle, and
like
you picked the most difficult practice test that I have, and you know what? That's probably a good idea on your part, because that's going to help you get the 26 score that you deserve. So this one...
2 books that I would like to compare are one from my childhood and the other one from my adulthood, and they are different. The former one had entertained me and the other one had instructed me. As a child, I read a book called Where the Wild Things Are.
I read that book. I read that book to my 6-year-old yesterday, no joke. Where the Wild Things Are. I exactly know that book.
And I really had fun because the book has so big, funny...
Whatever it is that might be giving you trouble, remember the PACE. P-A-C-E.
So typically, I will comment, give her a score, and then even sometimes I'll recommend specific lessons that, for example, this student can focus on to improve. So going back to your questions. So I do grade your speaking and your writing practice tests. Now with your writing practice tests, I do not, for the price of $38 a month, correct all the errors in your writing. That is just simply too time consuming. I will give you a score though. You will get a score in the writing. Usually it's anywhere from 1 to 2 days it takes for me to give you the comments and the scores on both your speaking and your writing practice test. All right, Felix. Anyway, thank you again for your questions, and all the best to your high-scoring TOEFL success.